Tech and SaaS Financial News, June 16, 2026. Disclaimer: this report is for informational purposes only. It does not constitute legal, medical, financial, or official advice. The news and analysis presented here should be treated as insights into current events and trends, not as guidance or recommendations. Do not base financial or strategic decisions on these anecdotal stories. 1. Enterprise embraces stablecoins. Wall Street warms to digital dollars. Finance/fintech/DeFi. The fintech world's hottest story is that stablecoins have moved from crypto fringes to the mainstream of corporate finance. Companies once wary of digital tokens are now using regulated stablecoins as liquidity tools and cross-border payment rails, attracted by instant settlement and lower costs. Industry data show fiat-backed stablecoin supply soared beyond $270 billion by early 2026, with annual on-chain payment volumes topping $10 trillion, a sum that rivals Visa's entire global card network. As CFOs watch competitors trim transaction costs and settle trades in seconds with tokenized dollars, many are choosing to plug stablecoins into their treasury operations instead of traditional bank wires. The result is a watershed moment. Stablecoins are no longer mere crypto experiments. They've evolved into trusted financial infrastructure bridging traditional finance and blockchain innovation. This shift in financial plumbing is being fueled by a convergence of technology and regulation. Both the US and Europe have established clearer rules for digital currency issuers, bringing unprecedented legitimacy to stablecoins. In the EU, the MiCA framework's deadline looms on July 1, 2026, pressuring crypto service providers to comply or exit the market. In the United States, new legislation, including a federal stablecoin licensing act, is solidifying standards on who may issue these tokens and how reserves must be managed. This regulatory clarity has emboldened banks and fintech platforms to adopt stablecoins at scale, secure in knowing they operate within a defined legal perimeter. As a result, 96% of large corporates now plan to use stablecoins by 2027, according to a recent industry survey. The overlap of policy support and proven demand in the market is rapidly dissolving skepticism. Stablecoins have graduated from fringe experiment to serious corporate asset. Importantly, the biggest financial networks and payments giants are already integrating stablecoins, hinting at how this trend might reshape the broader stock market and fintech landscape. Payment networks like Visa are processing stablecoin transactions. Visa reported handling an annualized $4.6 billion in stablecoin payments on its rails during a recent quarter, signaling that blockchain-based settlement is becoming routine infrastructure rather than competition. Banks and fintechs alike are forging partnerships around stablecoin stack technology, aligning with MasterCard and others to streamline cross-border flows. The stock valuations of fintech companies leading this space have ticked upward, reflecting investor optimism that stablecoins unlock new revenue streams in remittances, money markets, and tokenized real-world assets. The bullish, future-forward sentiment is palpable. Many in finance now compare stablecoin adoption to a moonshot in global commerce, bridging disparate markets almost as seamlessly as if trading with a universal digital currency across Earth and beyond. Each step brings global finance closer to a frictionless future and perhaps even lays groundwork for monetary systems that could one day span interplanetary economies, should humanity's ambitions reach that far. 2. AI overhauls legal tech. New talent and tools transform compliance. Legal tech/compliance. A new wave of AI-driven innovation and high-profile moves is reshaping the conservative world of law and compliance. This month saw veteran tech leadership jump into legal tech. Spellbook, an AI contract drafting startup, brought on Jean-Michel Lemieux, former CTO of Shopify and Atlassian, in a groundbreaking executive role. The hire underscores how top-tier tech talent is pouring into legal AI ventures to help reimagine how lawyers work. Meanwhile, incumbent legal software giants are making bold bets to keep up. Relativity, a major e-discovery platform, just acquired AI startup Gavel to expand from document review into contract drafting directly inside Microsoft Word. By integrating Gavel's generative document automation into its platform, Relativity is signaling that end-to-end workflow integration, from evidence analysis to drafting the final contract, will be the new normal for legal teams. These moves collectively reveal a legal tech sector in transformation. Even as lawyers prize caution, they are embracing AI enhancements to stay efficient and competitive. This tech infusion comes in response to mounting compliance pressures and the need for real-time legal agility. Across industries, regulators are raising the bar for compliance with new frameworks. The EU's MiCA crypto rule, for example, imposes strict requirements by next month, and in the US, federal agencies are drafting sweeping guidelines for AI accountability in finance and healthcare. To keep up, corporate legal departments are racing to deploy RegTech solutions, such as AI-driven monitoring tools that scan laws and map them to internal controls, turning compliance from a periodic checklist into a 24/7 function. Even within courtrooms, rules for using generative AI are emerging. A notable case this spring saw judges demand disclosures when attorneys use AI to draft briefs, after a scandal where fabricated AI-generated citations slipped through. Now, professional associations are issuing AI usage guidelines and encouraging tools that maintain audit trails and verify sources, ensuring any AI assistance upholds the letter of the law. These developments push law firms and in-house teams to invest in governance and AI literacy. For example, some firms have begun adopting Claim Firewall, software that flags unverified AI outputs, effectively requiring evidence for every algorithmic suggestion before it enters an official document. For investors and stakeholders watching the legal tech space, the message is one of rapid modernization and consolidation. The legal industry, historically a tech laggard, is now one of the fastest-growing enterprise software markets as it seeks to streamline compliance and automate routine work. Large funding rounds, e.g. Legara's recent $550 million raise, and acquisitions, like Relativity's Gavel deal, illustrate the capital flowing into this sector. In practical terms, these upgrades promise to reduce costs and legal risks for companies by catching compliance issues early and reducing reliance on outside counsel. Lawyers, for their part, are cautiously optimistic. Automating grunt work means they can spend more time on strategy and human judgment, the nuanced, empathic tasks that machines can't replace. It's a hopeful vision, AI as an ally, not adversary, freeing legal professionals to focus on people-centric advocacy and creative problem-solving. In an era where lines between human and machine collaboration blur, legal tech's transformation stands to benefit not just corporate bottom lines, but ultimately the clients and communities who rely on a fair, efficient legal system. 3. Retail tech's AI renaissance. E-commerce giants race to personalize and deliver. E-commerce/retail tech. The retail tech sector is pivoting hard to AI and data-driven experiences, leaving last year's fads in the dust. In one of the biggest deals of the year, Pinterest inked a $4 billion partnership with Amazon Web Services to supercharge its visual search and recommendation features. This record-breaking cloud deal will fuel Pinterest's AI model training and image recognition engines across the next 5 years, aiming to make product discovery on the platform ultra-personalized, visual, and instantaneous. Similarly, Amazon itself is embedding AI deeper into its flagship shopping experience. In a fresh feature launch, Amazon's app now offers an AI image generator that conjures pictures of desired items from mere text descriptions, helping customers find products by seeing them before they buy. These moves show how e-commerce providers are transforming shopping into a rich, anticipatory experience, where intelligent algorithms act like personal stylists or product concierges for each user. The payoff is twofold. Shoppers find items faster with more delight, and retailers capture more sales by surfacing the right product at the right moment. At the same time, social and mobile commerce trends are forcing retailers to adapt as shopping shifts to new frontiers. Platforms like TikTok are quickly becoming shopping destinations in their own right, something unthinkable just a couple of years ago, when many brands were fixated on the metaverse. Now those brands are developing strategies for TikTok's in-app shops and influencer-driven sales, and retailers from fashion labels to big-box stores are integrating with social media marketplaces. Short videos and AI-curated content are the new storefronts. This is how younger consumers discover products, often via algorithmic feeds rather than search boxes. Retailers are responding by hiring creators, launching live shopping events, and tapping into AI tools that tailor product placements for different audiences. The approach is as much about gathering rich data signals, understanding consumer behavior and preference in real time, as it is about glitzy tech. With AI analytics, e-commerce companies parse clicks, swipes, and likes to optimize inventory and pricing dynamically. This allows them to predict what customers might want before they know it themselves, reducing unsold stock and boosting retention with timely offers and hyper-relevant recommendations. Yet, even in a world of virtual storefronts and AI-driven curation, the physical side of retail is not standing still. It's evolving with logistics tech and new business models that investors are keenly watching. Ultra-fast delivery wars are heating up once more. Both Amazon and Walmart are rolling out 30-minute fresh grocery deliveries in select markets, using a mix of micro-fulfillment centers, drones, and smart route planning. These titans aim to erase the convenience advantage of local supermarkets by effectively bringing the store to your door in record time. At the same time, brick-and-mortar retailers emphasize reliability and sustainability. At a recent industry summit, Macy's and Ulta executives noted that dependable delivery matters more than raw speed in keeping customers loyal. The synergy of these approaches, high-tech acceleration on one hand and human-centric consistency on the other, paints a hopeful picture for the future of retail. If successful, consumers worldwide will enjoy faster service and richer shopping experiences without losing trust in the process. And as e-commerce companies refine these innovations, they are effectively building the infrastructure of a new global market, one that might someday serve customers as easily in orbiting space habitats as it does in sprawling suburbs. 4. AI-powered attacks spur cybersecurity arms race. Defenders turn to smarter shields. Cybersecurity/risk management. Cyber threats are escalating at warp speed in 2026, forcing companies to reinvent how they defend themselves. Artificial intelligence has become a double-edged sword. It's fueling innovation, but also turbocharging the arsenal of hackers. Recent incidents underscore this alarming trend. In one case, attackers hijacked social media accounts by exploiting AI-driven support bots, tricking automated customer service systems to reset passwords and seize control of high-profile Instagram profiles. Meanwhile, deepfake scams and synthetic identities have emerged as potent new weapons. Criminals clone voices or generate lifelike fake personas to outwit identity verification and human judgment. Phishing emails now use AI to craft perfectly tailored lures and even autonomously adapt mid-attack, slipping past traditional email filters. The result is a threat landscape unlike any seen before, one where machine-speed attacks can strike from unexpected angles and scale effortlessly. Cybersecurity experts describe 2026 as a turning point, the era when AIs started attacking other AIs, leaving any organization without advanced defenses feeling as vulnerable as a lone satellite in a meteor shower. In response, the cybersecurity industry is deploying its own AI reinforcements, escalating a digital arms race between attackers and defenders. Leading financial firms and tech companies have put AI-driven security analytics at the core of their strategy, using algorithms to sift through billions of events and spot anomalies in real time. Think of it as Iron Man's Jarvis guarding a corporate network, continuously learning what normal looks like and alerting on any aberration. Advanced behavioral systems can now flag subtle signs of intrusion, like an AI chatbot being manipulated out of normal patterns, and respond or isolate threats within seconds. Continuous authentication techniques, using AI to confirm users' identities by their typing habits or even heartbeats, are replacing the old one-password model. And as more business processes get automated, developers are starting to build security into AI systems from the ground up, ensuring the bots themselves can't be easily tricked or corrupted. This proactive stance is crucial. A single breach can wipe out years of brand equity and invite hefty fines, especially under tighter rules like Europe's new DORA, Digital Operational Resilience Act, that demands robust cyber safeguards. Boardrooms and investors have taken note that cyber resilience is now a top-level business issue. Cybersecurity startups that specialize in AI threat detection or quantum-proof encryption are seeing surging interest and valuations, with legacy tech providers snapping them up in M&A deals to bolster their own defenses. A mid-year survey of corporate legal chiefs found over half of large companies feel more exposed to cyber litigation risks this year, thanks to the wave of data breaches and AI-related incidents. That pressure ultimately benefits the defenders. It has driven unprecedented collaboration among industry peers and even governments to share threat intelligence quickly. Hackers may be wielding smarter weapons, but they are facing smarter shields every day. As one security researcher put it, we're in a continuous dogfight in cyberspace, and while this sounds daunting, it's also accelerating innovation in protective tech that can secure not just corporate assets, but the digital lives of millions of people. The hope is that as AI helps us catch threats faster, we can keep our digital world a step ahead of those who would undermine it, preserving trust in the systems that power modern society. 5. Big Tech's bold moves, massive capital bets, and new frontiers in focus. Emerging tech and SaaS. Tech's corporate titans are making sweeping strategic moves as they gear up for the next era of innovation, and it's catching the eye of investors worldwide. In a historic financial push, Alphabet, Google's parent, announced it will raise $80 billion through stock sales, one of the largest equity offerings ever, to pour into AI infrastructure expansion. The plan involves a $10 billion injection from Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway and tens of billions more via public offerings, all aimed at supercharging Google's data centers and computing capacity. Surging demand for AI services has overwhelmed existing servers, prompting Alphabet's pledge to build out what CEO Sundar Pichai calls world-class AI compute infrastructure on an unprecedented scale. Simultaneously, SpaceX, Elon Musk's space venture now entwined with his AI startup, xAI, has quietly taken a bold step toward going public, highlighting some unusual concerns for the tech sector. SpaceX's latest IPO filing explicitly flags water scarcity as a potential risk to scaling the company's integrated AI and space operations, noting that massive water supplies are essential for cooling the data centers needed to train advanced AI models. This revelation underscores how even rocket companies are grappling with terrestrial realities like climate and resource constraints as they venture deeper into AI and infrastructure. Taken together, these events illustrate a tech industry doubling down on long-term bets, even as valuations soar. Alphabet's $80 billion raise, which follows enormous bond issuances earlier in the year, signals that AI is the new competitive battleground for big tech, one that requires war chests formerly reserved for national space programs or energy projects. Not to be outdone, other giants are investing heavily too. Microsoft, Meta, and Amazon are collectively expected to spend hundreds of billions on AI this year, fueling what analysts call a race to build the biggest neural engines. Meanwhile, the prospect of a SpaceX IPO tantalizes markets with a chance to own a piece of the leading space infrastructure company, even as it reminds us that AI is now interwoven with space ambitions. The melding of Musk's space ventures with a cutting-edge AI company, xAI, hints at new synergistic models. Think AI-optimized satellite networks or advanced computing in orbit, which a decade ago belonged to science fiction. For the innovation-minded audience, these multi-billion moves are harbingers of a coming transformation. The infusion of capital suggests faith in a future where AI and cloud computing permeate every facet of life, potentially enabling breakthroughs from self-driving enterprises to planetary-scale analytics. And as private space firms connect their fortunes to AI, it's possible we're seeing the early blueprint of a tech-powered space-faring economy, where mastering data and automation is as crucial as rocketry. Investors appear enthused by this narrative. Companies tightly aligned with AI or space have seen their stock prices and valuations climb, buoyed by the promise of new markets, from autonomous vehicles to orbital communications. Crucially, these bold bets carry an undercurrent of optimism. They're about building capacity not just for short-term profit, but to tackle grand challenges like climate-friendly computing, e.g., developing efficient cooling solutions to conserve water, and connecting people in new ways across vast distances. In effect, big tech is laying infrastructure for a new age, one that aspires to sustain both our planetary needs and our cosmic dreams, grounded in present realities yet reaching for the stars. Video description. Delve into 5 forward-looking stories shaping tech and SaaS in the markets, from fintech's embrace of stablecoins in mainstream finance to legal tech's AI-fueled transformation of compliance, to e-commerce giants racing ahead with new AI-driven shopping experiences. We also cover how AI is rewriting the rules of cybersecurity and risk management, and explore the massive capital bets by tech titans like Alphabet and SpaceX. This 20-minute deep dive unpacks the latest headlines with a futurist, optimistic lens, highlighting how innovation, regulation, and human ingenuity are converging to drive our tech economy toward an exciting cross-industry future. Video tags. Tech news.